Hello, this is Sweet Speaks. Today it's January the 22nd, and it's very early in the morning or very late in the night, whatever you prefer to call it. And this is my late night rant. I've been following the news, I've been following the debates on social media, and how could you not talk about what's happening in the United States right now? The Trump movement, and all the protesters, or well, the so-called protesters. When Trump took office, when he was sworn in Washington, D.C., there were a lot of people calling themselves anarchists, wearing stupid clothes and breaking havoc in D.C. They are not protesters, they are rioters. And something tells me these people are not from the so-called oppressed working class, or whatever they like. Something tells me these are college students and the like. And I am for the right to voice your own opinion. I am for the right to protest peacefully. Remember this word, peacefully. You ask for a permit, you have a march, just Martin Luther King Jr. did. You don't riot in the streets. This goes for those who rioted in Washington, D.C. 2 days ago. This goes for Black Lives Matter. You are not protesters, you are rioters, and you are despicable. You are the deplorable ones. If we carry on. Today there has been protests all around the Western world. I think they have mostly been peaceful. I haven't seen anything that they shouldn't have been, but I don't know. I might be wrong. And feel free to comment if what I am saying is wrong. Mostly women demonstrating for women's rights, or what they call reproductive rights. You know what that is? That so-called reproductive rights? That's the right to kill the unborn. That's what it's all about. I know that's not the politically correct opinion. I don't care. If I cared, I wouldn't be doing these videos. This has to be said. And a lot of people are scared. They don't dare to say anything. That is especially true about Sweden, to a lesser extent about the other Nordic countries, and about the Western world in general. And I don't want a Swedenization of the world. That's what I am fighting against. You know, the name I chose for this channel, The Swede Speaks, is rather ironic. During World War II in Sweden, there was a campaign called En svensk tiger. That is a wordplay, because tiger means tiger, but it also means to keep silent. So the campaign was a Swede keeps silent, or a Swedish tiger. And the point of that was that if you knew anything, you shouldn't talk about it, because there could be foreign spies everywhere trying to figure out what Sweden was up to, if we were going to support Germany, if we were going to support the Allied States, if we did anything that wasn't supposed to be known. And after World War II, Sweden has turned into a very silent society, where only some opinions can be discussed. And other Western countries have started to follow Sweden. That's why I call myself a Swede Speaks, because someone has to speak up. And if you want to change the world, you have to look yourself in the mirror. You have to start with yourself. Be the change that you want to see, as Mahatma Gandhi supposedly said. And that's exactly what Martin Luther King Jr. was doing, by the way. I love Martin Luther King Jr. He did it all the right way. And he was right in his criticisms. But he wasn't a race warrior or anything like that. And he wasn't a gender warrior and all this stupid shit. And I have a question for the women demonstrating today and their fellow travelers. I guess there are at least a few confused men who demonstrated with them. Where are you when Islam is threatening the rights of both women and men? And when Islam is threatening anyone who isn't a Muslim, where are you then? Then you're silent because you don't dare to say anything, or you are stupid enough to think that Islam is a religion of peace, it's tolerant, blah blah blah. No, it's so stupid. I don't know where to begin. And I see in social media that left-wingers, they are scared. They are scared because of what? They are scared because Trump got elected. That he won in one of the most democratic systems in the world. Yeah, I know. Supposedly Hillary got the popular vote. One could discuss whether she really did that and how much fraud it was, but let's say she did. He still won. Because the American system is actually 50 different elections combined. There's an election in every state. And the American system makes sure that the states that have the most people are not able to run over all the other states. That means the so-called flyover country gets their say. God bless the flyover country. I love you guys. And girls. Anyway, I guess I'm about to finish this rant. Sorry, I get carried away. But you know, there are a few Nordic Trumpers. I am not the only one. I know a few more. And for those of you who understand Scandinavian languages, I am going to post a link in the comment field to a Danish one who was in TV on the day of the inauguration. I think it's wonderful. I think it's wonderful that I'm not the only one who actually speaks my mind in this part of the world. Because I know it takes a lot in these days. Because you get called all these ugly names. And when I came out of the closet as a conservative, almost 3 years ago, I was labeled a racist, a misogynist, a homophobe, all the things you can think of. And none of them are true, but who cares? Let them have their news speak. And let the sane conservatives, let us stand up for what we believe in. Because they might rule the streets for now. Let them have their streets. But the silent majority will rule at the ballots. This is a Swede Speaks. Have a nice day.